The commencement of the events in Karbala marks a significant day in history, specifically on 28th day of the month of Rajab. It signifies the beginning of the journey undertaken by Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, his family members and companions towards Karbala, Iraq, with a stopover in Makkah. Following the plot and tragic martyrdom of Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, Muawiyah, the then Caliph, openly initiated a campaign to secure the succession of his son, Yazid, to the position of caliphate. Subsequently, his emissaries spread the message to other regions of the Islamic world. Through the utilization of substantial financial resources and bribery, Muawiyah garnered support for Yazid's caliphate from several influential Islamic cities. Upon Muawiyah's demise in Rajab of the 60th Hijra, Yazid ascended the throne and initiated a campaign to obtain the allegiance of all Muslims, aiming to be recognized as the Caliph. Individuals driven by materialistic motives readily accepted his caliphate, particularly those known for their animosity towards the Al-Bayt, the family of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Another group comprised individuals who were either coerced through force or deceit, or whose loyalties were bought through material incentives. As the campaign extended beyond the borders of Syria, instructions were dispatched to the governor of Medina, Walid ibn Aqba ibn Abu Sufyan, to secure the allegiance of Imam Hussein, the grandson of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. According to certain historians, Yazid even instructed Walid to assassinate Imam Hussein if he refused to pledge his allegiance and send his head to Syria. Walid summoned the Imam to his court, delivering Yazid's orders and demanding his allegiance. In response, Imam Hussein firmly stated, "A person like me would never accept the allegiance of a person like Yazid." Through this statement, Imam Hussein, peace be upon him, provided a clear guideline for all believers. Marwan bin Hakam, an advisor to Walid, instigated him to have Imam killed on the spot. However, Imam was accompanied by a few of his followers from Bani Hashim, led by Hazrat Abbas ibn Ali ibn Abi Talib, peace be upon him, and managed to safely return from the court. The political situation clearly indicated that Yazid was determined to either gain Imam Hussein's allegiance or have him assassinated. Imam Hussein had the welfare of Medina and the preservation of the Islamic faith in mind. Therefore, he made the decision to leave Medina and head towards Makkah. He advised for the preparation of a caravan consisting of his chosen family members and trusted friends, and embarked on this lengthy journey on the 28th of Rajab. When Imam Hussein had made up his mind to depart from Medina, he visited the grave of his brother, Imam Hassan, peace be upon him, with a heavy heart. He spent some time there, conversing with his brother and expressing his concerns. He said, "O brother, now the enemy is pursuing me. It seems that the time for my martyrdom is approaching, and I am bidding you farewell." Following this, Imam Hussein proceeded to the grave of his grandfather, the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. He spent a significant amount of time there and eventually slept, during which he had a dream where he saw the Prophet, peace be upon him. He greeted his grandfather and expressed his sentiments, stating, "O my grandfather, I send my salutations to you. The land of Medina has become constricting for me. The oppressors among the Ummah are seeking my blood, and I am leaving Medina with a heavy heart." Finally, Imam Hussein arrived at the grave of his mother, Hazrat Fatima Zahra, peace be upon her. Historians record that he rushed towards her grave, resembling a child running towards his mother, and fell upon it. Imam Hussein said, "O my mother, accept my final greetings. I am departing from the land of Medina and shall not return. The prophecy of my grandfather is about to be fulfilled." According to the historian Luhuf, the Imam delivered a speech to a gathering before his departure. After expressing his praise and gratitude to the Almighty Allah, he conveyed a profound message, comparing death to a necklace leaving its mark on the neck of a young woman. This analogy emphasized the inevitability of death for every human being. Continuing his address, the Imam expressed his strong desire to reunite with the Prophet of Allah, Ali, Hamza, Jafar, and his mother, peace be upon them, drawing a parallel to the longing of Yaqub to see his son Yusuf. He revealed that Allah had chosen a site of martyrdom for him, and he was prepared to embrace this destiny. The Imam vividly described the imminent danger he perceived, envisioning the desert wolves of Iraq attacking him mercilessly between Nawawis and Karbala, tearing him apart. He acknowledged that while his enemies sought personal gain and indulgence, his purpose was to combat social and religious corruption. He believed that his martyrdom was part of Allah's plan to rectify the current state of affairs, and he accepted his fate, understanding that it was impossible to escape what had been destined by the Almighty. As a member of the Holy Prophet's family, the Imam declared his contentment with whatever pleased Allah and expressed his willingness to endure the hardships that came his way. He believed that patience in the face of adversity would be rewarded by Allah. The Imam emphasized his inseparable connection to the Prophet of Allah, stating that a part of his body could not remain separate from him. He expressed his conviction that he would join the Prophet in paradise, where he would find fulfillment and witness the fulfillment of the promises made to him. However, he made it clear that only those who were willing to sacrifice their lives for his cause and to meet Allah should accompany him on this journey. The Imam announced his intention to depart the following morning, marking the 28th day of Rajab, 60 Hijrah, as the day he left Medina. Today, we commemorate this significant day of mourning, reflecting on the sacrifice and determination of Imam Hussein as start of the great sacrifice destined in Karbala, Iraq.